स्टडी IQ IAS, अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good
Mr.
afternoon, sir.
Vishal Dubey.
Yes, sir.
Please take it.
Thank you, sir.
Vishal, you are from Agra.
Yes, sir.
Agra was the capital during the Mughal period.
Yes, sir.
So when did it shift to Delhi?
It was the capital till the Lodhis. After that, I am not aware when exactly did it shift.
Akbar used to rule from Agra,
Yes, sir. Fatehpur Sikri, he built that.
Fatehpur Sikri. And what about Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal?
He was in Delhi.
Was in Delhi. Isn't it? PSIR is your optional paper.
Yes, sir.
The latest reports are that some spying vessels of China are moving from China to Maldives. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
And that is going to threaten India's security. It is a matter of grave concern for us.
Yes, sir.
And India has been asked by the Maldives to remove all the 76 naval personnels, military personnels
Yes, sir.
from its soil.
Yes, sir.
So, what steps should India take in these circumstances? Should they remove their personnel? They have not refused. They have been given a deadline of 15th of March, but they are not moving
Yes, sir.
their troops from Maldivian soil. What should be India's stand?
Sir, I think there are two steps to this stand right now. First of all, we should convey our security concerns to the Maldivian administration regarding the security vessels in a very firm manner. The second is regarding the troops. Although as it is a sovereign nation and we should respect the sovereignty of the nation, so we should move our troops, but at the same time we have other welfare projects that are going on in Maldives that we should continue. So if we earn the goodwill of the people, ultimately they would also respect our concerns.
We should continue the tourism. We should promote our tourism to Maldives.
Yes, sir. If it has to be an individual decision where the individual wants to take his trip. At the same time, we should promote our own tourist destinations as well.
But they have used a very derogatory language about our country and our Prime Minister.
Yes,
How
sir.
can we allow this to happen?
Sir,
We are
but
developing Lakshadweep as a tourist spot.
yes, sir. Although those ministers were suspended by the Maldivian administration, so I think that
That is
stand
their
has been
internal
taken.
matter, but they should not have behaved in this manner. And they are inclining towards China. That is that is a matter of grave concern to us.
Sir, we should build up infrastructure in our own tourist spots and we can compete with them, but at the same time we cannot like directly it would be wrong on our part to not to put any kind of ban or a censor on Maldivian tourism, which would also lead to us earning a negative reputation among the people of Maldives. Ultimately, even if the current government will not be there, the people will always be there. So if we have to get their goodwill.
Is there any deep state in Maldives? You know what is a deep state?
Yes, sir. I am aware of deep state. Deep state is a set of people or institutions who are not directly in power, but they pull the strings directly, indirectly through finances or through their connections in order to get things done.
Do they work openly or in a clandestine manner?
They work in a clandestine manner. That's
Is there any deep state in India?
Sir, every nation has a set of people who hold power disproportionate to their accountability or respect. So we also have certain individuals and institutions which hold power through lobbying, through other means.
India is having, despite its neighborhood first policy, India is surrounded by hostile neighbors.
Yes, sir.
Maldives is the latest. Even Sri Lanka is also getting closer to China. Bangladesh also is getting closer to China. Nepal is also
Yes, sir.
not enjoying a good bonhomie with us, although they are a Hindu dominant state. And Pakistan and China are already hostile with us. So, don't you think that our policy has failed? Neighborhood first policy has failed?
I would say that definitely our neighborhood first policy needs some sort of a revamp, but it has not failed completely. Most of these nations are hostile to us because there are multiple reasons. One is that we share ethnic bonds with them. For example, with Sri Lanka, we have the Tamil issue. So until we are also, India is also a part of their domestic policy. their domestic politics. So whatever is India's stand will also be criticized domestically within the nation by various groups. So that's why it would be it is like a wave. So there would be periods of goodwill, there would be periods of not so good times. Currently, unfortunately, we have most of these nations where we are not having a favorable policy in their domestic politics, which can be curbed through our economic rise.
Okay. There are so many flashpoints that have suddenly emerged all over the world. Hamas, Israel, then Red Sea, Houthis attacking the maritime
Yes, sir.
ships, commercial ships, and then South China Sea, Maldives crisis. So everywhere something is happening.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that we are slowly and gradually moving towards third world war, and United Nations is doing nothing?
Although the recent report of the doomsday clock, it has said that certain due to all these events we are moving to a unstable world order. But I think that third world war is a very far-fetched projection in this manner, because now we have various economic interdependencies. The world is the globalized world is having complex interdependence. So any war cannot extrapolate to third world war right now. This is my opinion. The second thing is regarding nuclear deterrence, that there are certain nations in the region which have nuclear weapons, which will automatically act as a deterrence to any major war.
Thank you, sir.
Vishal, Dubey.
Yes, sir.
First of all, my compliments to you.
Yes, sir.
You speak fluent and with confidence, and you studied all through in Agra.
Yes, sir.
There is no, no localized or regional accent in your English.
Yes, sir.
How did you achieve this?
Sir, although currently my father is posted in Agra, I consider myself a mixed bag. I have spent 7 years in Bangalore, then 7 to 8 years in my formative years in Menpuri, then 2 years in my village, 3 years in Agra. So I'm a mixed bag of that sorts. So that's why I could not get an accent.
And lot of hard work, homework. No,
Yes, sir.
lot of hard work you must have done to
Yes, sir.
learn and speak good English.
Yes, sir. Debate trainings and theatres.
Hmm?
Debate trainings and theatres. So they helped me a lot.
So you do theatres also.
I have done some theatre in Bangalore during my school time.
Very good. Why this place is called Chipitola?
I am not aware of that, sir.
Why are you not aware?
I never thought of it that way. Maybe I'll find out once I go
ऐसे
back.
कैसे चलेगा? You must know it.
Yes.
What is Chippy?
What is?
What is Chippy?
Chippy, as in the Hindi word says hidden.
Hindi word is?
Hidden, chippy.
No.
Chippy,
Chippy is never Hindi word. I mean, hidden.
chippy
कोई
hui
हिंदी
cheez
word
in
है
that
ही नहीं.
context.
Chippy.
Chippa, and from that we can take.
नहीं. Chippy is a tailor.
I was
Okay.
not aware of that, sir.
Find out. And why Chipitola?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you proud of your state, Uttar Pradesh?
Yes, sir.
Why?
First of all, it is a very assimilative state. We have a very wide spectrum of cultures from Western UP, which resembles the culture of Haryana, and that belt
Okay.
to the eastern front. So we have that wide spectrum of culture. We have been the birthplace of civilizations in that manner. Most of the Mahajanpadas, the Gangetic region, even the religious aspect of it. We have the birthplace of Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, all in our state. So that is again the thing that I am proud of. The current thing is that we are a rising economic power. We'll be a 1 trillion economy in the years to come. So that is again a thing that I am proud of.
And politically?
Yes, sir.
Politically?
Politically, most of the prime ministers of the country have come from Uttar Pradesh. So that is also a thing that
And you
adds to
send
its.
probably the largest number of members to
Yes,
the
sir.
parliament.
We send the largest number of members to the parliaments.
बताओ ना. बताओ.
Yes, sir. We send the largest number of members to the parliaments.
How do you propose? I mean, after the Lord Rama has been very honorably seated in his rightful place,
Yes.
what would you suggest for Gyanvyapi controversy? I mean, should a similar thing be done? Because there are much more evidence than they were in case of Babri Masjid. which have been brought out by the latest survey.
Yes, sir.
So, what answer do you have and how should it be done? Persuade the Muslim community to kindly, peacefully vacate the place for us, or some other thoughts you have?
Sir, I would say that we should go by the Religious Places of Worship Act 1992. That is, if the religious nature of a place was it belonged to certain community during independence, that it has to be that way. Although currently the religious nature of the place itself is in doubt. That's why the ASI survey is being conducted. So whatever are the reports of the survey, according to it, then whatever the courts say, then we have to bring in the community leaders and take a decision that does not at the same time break the social fabric of the nation. So those two, three things.
Diplomatic answers, playing with the words, ki religious place or what did you say?
Religious nature of the place.
Religious nature of the place, playing with the words. Again, Supreme Court decide करेगा. मेरा सवाल क्या था आपसे?
Yes.
मेरा सवाल क्या था बताइए?
Sir, आपका सवाल था कि what do I propose should be done?
Yeah. So answer that.
I would suggest that we bring forward the community leaders,
उससे कुछ
community leaders who have legitimacy.
And कुछ नहीं होगा उससे.
Yes, sir.
It's not possible. It's not a shop or a little piece of land. It's people sentiments as major sentiments of the Muslim community as of Hindus.
Yes, sir.
No community leaders would agree. कोई practical, meaningful solution बताइए.
Sir, even with the Babri Masjid case, there were certain leaders of the community who wanted to give that place. So I think there are leaders.
That won't work. Give me some other suggestion.
One thing can be that it can be a place of worship for both the communities. We can.
एक बात बताइए, when there is a law,
Yes.
कि उससे पहले के religious places हैं, they should be maintained. Nature of flora.
Yes.
Your answer, why can't it be straight and simple?
Yes.
That, for example, बाबरी मस्जिद के लिए कहा कि उधर उनको एक place दे दो अलग से,
Yes.
है ना? So give Lord Krishna a place nearby.
Yes.
Why unseat this? That sounds more convincing and a constitutional, legally valid.
Yes. There's already a temple there.
हाँ, तो फिर ठीक है,
In
वो
the
बात है.
sides. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Vishal Dubey,
Yes.
your name is resembling this Vikas Dubey. Do you know who was Vikas Dubey?
Yes, sir.
Who was?
He was a gangster he was a gangster who was accused of a confrontation with the policemen in Kanpur, and later he was encountered when he was being brought back.
And that encounter was disputed.
Yes, sir.
What was the dispute behind this?
So the dispute was that he was being brought from some other jurisdiction, that is MP, to Uttar Pradesh, and meanwhile in the way he was encountered, where certain sections of the society have raised questions about the encounter, that it was not done in the right manner, or whether it was a fake encounter or not.
So what is the current status of that case?
Sir,
It was challenged in court.
I am not aware of that, sir.
You're not aware.
No, sir.
What is your take on encounter?
Sir, my take is that the rule of law has to be followed. Proper procedure has to be followed, because the very purpose of putting a procedure is to ascertain whether the particular individual was guilty or not. So any encounter before he is given a fair chance to prove his rightness is wrong. So encounters cannot be done.
In any condition?
There are set guidelines of like if there is it is done in self-defense, or if the accused is firing, or if the accused is attacking the policeman itself. So
What is rule of law?
sir, rule of law is law being supreme and equal for each citizen of the country. So that is rule of law in its basic form.
And who gave this doctrine?
Sir, it was propounded by A.V. Dicey, a British jurist.
Okay. What is procedure established by law?
Sir, procedure established by law is a doctrine that is used in legislation, that any change in the constitution or any amendment can be done through the right procedure, that is through majority of the votes in Lok Sabha and then Rajya Sabha and then President.
Okay. Do you know about zero FIR?
Yes, sir.
What is this zero FIR?
Sir, zero FIR is an FIR that is filed in some other jurisdiction where the crime might not be committed, but investigation can then move on to the right jurisdiction. It is done so that at least the first information is given to the police.
Okay. You have done your graduation from St. John's College.
Yes, sir.
Who was St. John's?
Sir, St. John's was an apostle of Jesus.
Tell me something more about him.
Sir, he was an apostle and his brother was an apostle as well. So that is all I know about him. He was also seated in the Last Supper painting about Jesus Christ that was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. So that's all I'm aware of him.
Okay. Artificial intelligence is growing very fast.
Yes, sir.
And people are saying that it's too dangerous for us, for the world. What do you know about artificial intelligence, and which kind of challenges you are seeing in artificial intelligence for this world?
Sir, artificial intelligence is teaching machines to behave, to think in a human-like manner. It is done through machine learning, through feeding them with various data sets. It can be of multiple kinds. One is the generative intelligence, that is the chatbot, the AI pictures. Then it goes to it goes to other domains as well, of identifying people from their faces, creating programs that do a certain kind of job. So that is artificial intelligence. Even the self-driving cars are artificial intelligence. It is being used currently in its current form. It is largely generative and very less to the extent that it can cause harm right now. But at the same time, various commentators, for example, Elon Musk even, have put forward their views that artificial intelligence can be dangerous. So we have to keep that in mind while developing artificial intelligence. Currently, we see the problem of deep fakes, and as we are approaching towards an election, deep fakes, fake videos.
What is deepfake?
So deep fake is a sort of editing that is done of a video through artificial intelligence. A person can be, the video can be edited to make the person say something that he has not said, and artificial intelligence can even sync the lips of that person. So deep fake is a fake that is much closer to reality in its visual representation. So that's why it is called a deep fake.
So what India should do to counter these problems?
Yes, sir. We have to think.
If you have to suggest, Mr. Prime Minister,
Yes, sir.
what would you like to suggest?
Sir, I would suggest two suggestions. The first one is a strict monitoring of what kind of artificial intelligence technology has been created, and making a legislative framework or maybe a policy instrument to taking in care the kind of technology that is there. The second, in a short-term solution, is putting a AI watermark on each and every product that comes out of artificial intelligence, which would guide the viewer that it is created by artificial intelligence. It can be made compulsory on the apps or on the various softwares that are offering artificial intelligence.
Good. Okay. What is the role of Chief Electoral Officer in election? Where it is mentioned in Constitution or not?
Sir, regarding the second question, I am not aware whether he is in fact mentioned in the Constitution.
And the role of Chief Electoral Officer?
Sir, his role is to oversee the conduct of elections, to check whether to manage oversight over the various polling booths, and to ensure that once the votes are done, then the EVMs are steadfast and then securely moved to wherever they are required to be.
And what is the role of Returning Officer?
Sir, I am not aware of that, sir.
Last question is that 3 countries have announced to leave ECOWAS recently. Do you know about ECOWAS?
No, sir.
Economical Community of West African States.
Yes. So I have not heard about
No.
the news.
Oh.
Sorry, sir.
Right. Hi, Vishal. So, Vishal, you are a debater,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So, 3 things you do before you go for debating. How do you prepare yourself?
When I am writing the script, so I ensure that my arguments have substance, so I would be confident when I am saying them. So they are foolproof and they cannot be countered through there are no loopholes. that would instill confidence in me. Second thing is I would practice vehemently so that I do not fumble on stage. So that would once again instill confidence in me. The third thing is getting my mind to calm down right before I enter the stage. So those are the three things I do.
So you had the topic role of women in a peaceful world.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give me the main crux of the argument that you gave?
The crux of my argument is that if we give women more place and more space in the decision making corridors, then we would have a peaceful world, because women have certain essential qualities of compassion, sympathy and sensitivity that we need more in decision making corridors.
So in that light, then should women join the military?
Yes, ma'am.
And then if they bring compassion and all of that, then military as an institution would fail.
Ma'am, I think that it is not that they are just compassionate. They can think rationally and act in a hard manner whenever it is required. But at the same time, when we are dealing with everyday affairs, we also need to make decision to a human security perspective, keeping in mind the safety and security of the individuals from a compassionate point of view. So that was my argument.
Let's say Israel is fighting a war with Hamas right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So in this case, how would do you think the country would trust a female as a brigadier right now, or a head of the military right now, who is going to be compassionate with the Hamas leaders?
Ma'am, we can definitely trust a brigadier if she is a female, if she has proved her competence through the promotions and through her practices. And then the second thing is she would be compassionate. But at the same time, if Hamas is acting as a terrorist organization and attacking in a violent manner, then she would also be able to take that rational decision.
Okay, so you cleared NDA with All India rank 44, but you did not join. Why?
Ma'am, I could not join because of a medical problem with my ear.
Okay. The other thing that you have said that you organized a seminar on India and the Global South, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think India is the leader of the Global South right now?
We are emerging as one of the leadership voices.
Who is the other?
There's China.
Do you think China should be part of the Global South, considering it's one of the richer countries right now?
Although, ma'am, it is one of the richer countries right now, but it has yet to breach the per capita income mark that is put forward for developed nations. So it is still in the developing.
US will not agree with this argument. US says no, it's there in the global north.
But we have to go by the criteria set forward in multilateral institutions. The multilateral institutions have set up a criteria of $18,000 as per capita income.
Where did this Global South word come from?
Ma'am, it was suggested after the Cold War ended, because the Cold War terminology was First World, Second World and Third World, which was seen as hierarchical. So once that ended, we needed a new terminology for least developing nations and the developed.
Nothing to do with climate change.
Not directly, but now we see that Global South is the worst sufferer, so we now use it.
So the CBDR, you know what CBDR, right? Rio Summit, Earth Summit.
Yes, ma'am.
So you know what is CBDR? Common but
differentiated responsibilities.
So that is where the Global South and Global North difference comes up, isn't it?
It was done after a duets line was set up. There was a scholar who gave a line of duets line. So so most of the countries geographically in the below duets line, which passes through the Mediterranean imaginary line. So it is considered as the line which divides global north and global south.
Would the countries of Middle East or West Asia, UAE and Saudi Arabia, be part of Global South?
Yes, ma'am.
They'll be part of Global South, but their per capita income is more.
That is just one of the criteria.
Just one of the criteria. Okay. Reading non-fiction books, like what?
Currently, I am reading Everybody Loves a Good Drought by P. Sainath. Other than that, I have read Prisoners of Geography by Tim Marshall.
You have read Tim Marshall?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So what do you think is the problem with Russia-Ukraine war? Why is Russia having a problem with NATO coming to Ukraine but not to Finland or Sweden?
Ma'am, it is the classic case of security dilemma. When Ukraine, if it is taken into the European camp, that is the EU, NATO and Western, so-called Western camp, then it would pose a threat on the very borders of Russia. That is Ukraine.
Finland is also there on the border.
Yes, ma'am. The second reason is that Russia sees Ukraine as a, that is majorly President Putin, he sees part of Ukraine as not as a sovereign nation, but rather a part of the larger USSR that was there. So that's why he has more apprehensions if Ukraine joins it. The third thing is there's a mountain range, I'm not able to recall the name right now. So most of the countries which fall on the east of that mountain range, it is around Moldova. So these countries are seen by Russia as their dependent states or sort of states that should pay obeisance to Russia. So that is the second reason. The third is the presence of a democracy right at its gate would also maybe motivate an internal rebellion.
So Turkey is a member of the NATO, but is a friend of Russia. Do you see a paradox there?
I would say in the current world order, the relationship between two nations is not maintained through a generalized paradigm, but through issue-based interests. So I do not think that it can be a paradox.
Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal. Your interview is over. Kindly wait outside
Thank you, sir.
for 2 minutes. We'll call you again. Yeah? Come on, Vishal. Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Vishal, it is really creditable that you have made it in the very first attempt.
Thank you, sir.
Again, as Sir has stated, has already given his compliments. I also give my compliment to you.
Thank you, sir.
It's really indeed very creditable. But there are a few points which we have all discussed among ourselves, which you must keep in mind at the time of interview. Your energy level is very high,
Yes, sir.
no issue on that. But your voice was loud.
Yes, sir.
So please tone down the volume of your voice a little. It should not be louder than the voice of the board, UPSC board.
Yes, sir.
Please remember that very carefully. And your knowledge base is okay, but don't make guesses. If you are not sure of an answer, you are not supposed to give an answer to every question.
Yes, sir.
Please remember that. If you don't answer, if you don't know the question, answer to your questions, regret your inability. Say, I'm sorry, sir, I do not know. There will be no deduction of marks.
Yes, sir.
But don't give wrong answers, don't give misleading informations.
Yes, sir.
That you must avoid, and you must exercise self-restraint. You tend to be a little overconfident at times.
Yes.
Your aggression, reflects on your face.
Yes, sir.
It comes on your face. Aggression is very bad. You should be very humble before the board. Humility is something, honesty, humility. These are the qualities which are appreciated by the UPSC board, I must tell you.
Yes, sir.
Please keep these views in mind. I don't know whether you have been told these points elsewhere in the mock interviews, but at least we feel very
Yes, sir.
firmly about it, that you should not increase your voice too much. It should not be louder than the voice of the board.
Yes, sir.
They are very soft spoken people. We should also be soft spoken. Voice थोड़ा टोन डाउन कर दीजिए, वॉल्यूम इतना ज़्यादा एग्रेशन मत लाइए अपना. डोंट बी ओवर कॉम्प्लेसेंट, डोंट बी ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट ऑल्सो.
Yes, sir.
एग्रेशन अगर आप थोड़ा एग्रेशन भी लाते हैं ना, बिकॉज यू आर एनडीए, आप एनडीए में ही
Yes, sir.
आपने ज्वाइन नहीं किया, तो दैट शोज दैट यू हैव ए लव फॉर यूनिफॉर्म फोर्सेस. तो ठीक है, थोड़ा एग्रेशन आ जाता है, बट इतना एग्रेशन भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि अगले को बुरा. तो सेल्फ रेस्ट्रेंट आपको बहुत ज़रूरी है. प्लीज़ रिमेंबर दैट.
Yes, sir.
Your articulation is very good, but choose your words very carefully. UPSC interview is a very serious and formal occasion. You have not been using correct words. You have been using sometimes blunt. You have been reacting bluntly. When the board is in the process of asking questions, you say yes, 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 like that. You have no business to agree or disagree with the board. Just listen to the question very carefully. This is very, very important for you. And don't be in a hurry to answer.
Yes.
Don't be in a hurry. Give a pause. Learn to give a pause. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
4-5 सेकंड का पॉज दीजिए आप, वो आपको मदद करेगा. देन सोचिए क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा है आपसे, उसको रिवॉल्व करिए अपने माइंड में, एंड देन फॉर्मुलेट द आंसर विद इन 4-5 सेकंड्स. ठीक है ना? इससे आपकी सारी चीज़ें जो हैं अच्छी हो जाएंगी, सब आपके आंसर्स भी फोकस्ड हो जाएंगे. अभी आप कभी कभी ऑफ द मार्क चले जाते हैं, कभी कभी ओवरडू कर देते हैं आप.
Yes, sir.
You overreact sometimes. That you should avoid. I hope you agree with me
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
on these
Definitely.
points. You know yourself better than me. You speak a little fast. उसको थोड़ा slow down कर दीजिए.
Yes, sir.
Better these points you must keep in mind, because otherwise you are bound to get into civil service and you will get a good rank if you follow these
Yes.
points, these guidance. You will certainly do very well. And humility is very important for you. Overconfidence is your enemy. Fast speech kills the clarity of the answers,
Yes.
and wrong answers will be given. Hear the questions, listen to the question very carefully. You have not been listening to the questions. You are very keen to answer back, which is very bad.
Yes, sir.
बड़ा थोड़ा पॉज देकर क्वेश्चन आंसर जो है बड़े फोकस्ड आंसर होने चाहिए. थोड़े शब्दों में आप बहुत लॉन्ग आंसर देते हैं, उसको मत कीजिए. आर्टिकुलेशन इज ओके, बट देन लॉन्ग आंसर्स आर नॉट प्रॉपर. You should be very brief, प्रिसाइज कंसाइज इन योर आंसर्स. फोकस दीजिए, जो आपसे पूछा गया वही दीजिए. आपने अगर कहीं और डिरेलमेंट हो गया तो यू विल बी कॉट
Yes.
by the board. There'll be many more questions. They'll catch you. Board is very experienced people, you know. So उसमें आपको बड़ा केयरफुल रहना पड़ेगा. आपका नॉलेज बेस अच्छा है, बट यूटिलाइज इट
Yes, sir.
meaningfully. You must satisfy the board by your restraint, self-restraint, by your softening of voice.
Yes, sir.
Loud voice नहीं होना चाहिए. No aggression. Humility is the key for your success. ठीक है? So these are the points which I think we would like to share with you.
Yes.
आप सर आप भी कुछ ऐड कर दें.
नहीं, मैं तो सिर्फ एक ये कि जो आपको जो ये फीडबैक दिया जा रहा है, you know, this is possible only in mock interviews, isn't it?
Yes.
In real interview, there's, you know, your final performance, no ifs, buts, and suggestions and feedbacks. So the idea of the board giving you this feedback is not to in any way dampen your enthusiasm.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You know, you are making very good use of your all the hard work that you have put into your life, including your debating skills.
Yes, sir.
But thing is that, you know, that is not a debate forum. So it has to be आराम से थोड़ा slightly toned down, but not to ऑडिशन जो है अच्छा होना चाहिए. हम तो लोगों को कैंडिडेट्स को कहते हैं they should raise their volume, है ना. You have a good volume naturally,
Yes, sir.
but it should not convert into some kind of aggressive mood.
Yes, sir.
तो वो उसी से आएगा. थोड़ा सा सॉफ्टन करिए उसको. एंड पॉजेज जैसे बताया गया कि मैम ने आपसे पूछा कि विमेन के उस पर आप क्या आर्ग्यूमेंट देंगे, तो अभी उन्होंने ख़त्म भी नहीं किया, आपने एकदम से बोलना शुरू कर दिया. तो अगर आप उसमें पॉज देते हैं, डिलिबरेट पॉज देना है, ये नहीं कि आपको पता नहीं है, आप यू हैव द टेंडेंसी टू स्पीक आउट इमीडिएटली. तो आप पॉज देंगे तो द बोर्ड गेट्स वेरी गुड इम्प्रेशन कि येस यू आर गिविंग इट अ थॉट. एंड थोड़ा सोबर पर्सनैलिटी की भी उससे वो होता है, डिस्प्ले होता है. ठीक है ना. ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट.
I have a point, Vishal. Vishal, how many mock interviews today?
This is the third one today.
Third one. And so let me first congratulate you for the spirit and the energy level that you got in,
Thank you.
right? Because at no point of time you looked exhausted.
Yes, ma'am.
The second thing that I want to talk about is you have a very dominating voice,
Yes, ma'am.
right? And sometimes what happens, passion takes over, especially on topics that you know,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So these topics you have already debated, you know in and out, and you think, अरे यार क्या बोल रहा है सामने वाला,
Yes.
right? So in these cases, it is always better कि point देने के बाद चुप हो जाओ.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? On topics that you know, and I understand PSIR is a strong forte for you,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So your optional went well,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So बस अभी इंटरव्यू में ही हर्डल लास्ट हर्डल है.
Yes, ma'am.
तो PSIR वाले क्वेश्चंस को भी थोड़ा सा, यूजुअली वी से कि PSIR थोड़ा स्ट्रॉन्ग करो, बट आई एम पॉइंटिंग आउट जहाँ पे आएगा बोलने के बाद रुक जाओ.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? And how was the feedback in other places?
Almost similar. I was not told about hand movements by any
ये
of you.
नेचुरल है, ये होगा.
Earlier it used to be here, so it was very problematic. So today, by the third interview, it has
ठीक
reached
है.
here. So other than that, the voice thing, ma'am, I have tried to tone it down. I've been trying to do it almost from 9-10 months, because I know my voice sounds a bit loud when I am speaking. But this is the case with everyone in my family. So whenever we are even like talking some very regular business, maybe about the vegetable that has to be cooked, it sounds that we are all arguing or
So
something.
Vishal, I have a similar problem. I also have a same dominating voice. I move my hand and it comes out as an aggression. I understand that. The only way out there is pauses.
Pauses.
पॉज दीजिए और थोड़ा
This
सोचिए
is the
उसके
key.
बाद. लॉन्ग आंसर्स को अवॉइड करिए, उससे ये अवॉइड हो जाएगा अपने आप. पॉज
Just
दीजिए.
pause. हो गया, खत्म.
पॉज दो, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करो.
Yes, sir.
अभी बहुत टाइम है आपके इंटरव्यू में. रोज़ 8-10 क्वेश्चंस आंसर करिए, पॉज दे के करिए, अपने आप से वो टोन डाउन हो जाएगा.
I'll do that, sir.
Right?
ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू.
3 हो
Best
चुका
of
है ना
luck.
आज. 3 हो चुका. देखिए, एक खतरा और मुझे जो दिखा अभी फीडबैक के टाइम पर,
Yes, sir.
जो आपके पूरे इंटरव्यू में तो नौबत नहीं आई, आपने बोलने का मौका नहीं दिया. फीडबैक के टाइम पर जो खतरा दिखा कि जब फीडबैक आपके एक्सपेक्टेशन से थोड़ा अलग आया, तो आप डाउन हुए, दैट इज़ नॉट गुड।
Yes, sir.
क्योंकि वो मौका ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यू नहीं आया, इसलिए ऐसी भरपूर संभावना है कि अगर शुरू में ही आपको इंटरव्यूअर्स के कुछ क्वेश्चन ने नॉक कर दिया तो आप तुरंत वहाँ अपनी एनर्जी लूज कर देंगे।
Yes, sir.
इसको भी बचाना है।
Yes, sir.
आपके दिमाग में था कि ये इंटरव्यू बहुत अच्छा गया है,
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, अभी जो आप करके गए, आपने अपना अच्छा परफॉर्म करके गए थे आप।
Yes, sir.
जब आप आए तो आपको फीडबैक में अपने एक्सपेक्टेशन के हिसाब से चीज़ें नहीं आई,
Yes, sir.
तो आप तुरंत आपके चेहरे पर रिफ्लेक्ट होने लगा कि ये कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया।
Yes, sir.
इसमें दो खतरे हैं, या तो आपका मन, क्योंकि आप 21 साल 22 साल के हैं,
Yes, sir.
फोर्स वाले थोड़े एटीट्यूड के हैं, ठीक है, तो और आपकी फैमिली में आप बता ही रहे हैं कि सबकी डोमिनेटिंग वॉइस है, हाँ, तो ये हो सकता है कि आप पहला थॉट प्रोसेस ये आएगा कि ये सामने वाले जो बैठे हुए हैं,
I'm getting it, sir.
समझ रहे हैं,
हाँ, sir.
लेकिन सामने जाहिर सी बात है कि बहुत तजुर्बे वाले लोग बैठे हुए हैं अगर,
Yes, sir.
तो साइकोलॉजिकली आपको पकड़ेंगे, है ना। तो एक खतरा इससे बचना है, और दूसरी बात, हैंड मूवमेंट था, आज भी था,
Yes, sir.
ऐसा मत समझिए कि नहीं था। उसके लिए आपको करना बस ये है कि आप अपने बैक हिस्ट्री से डिबेटिंग चैंपियन होने का तमगा निकाल कर फेंकिए।
जी सर।
ये एआई की तरह काम कर रहा है, अच्छा भी करेगा और बुरा भी कर देगा।
यस सर।
तो आपके दिमाग में जो अपने बारे में परसेप्शन आपने क्रिएट किया है ना, उसको थोड़े दिन के लिए किनारे रखिए। डिबेटिंग चैंपियन होने की वजह से हो क्या रहा है कि आप हर बात में डिबेट करने लग रहे हैं।
यस।
ऐसे जब आप हाथ करेंगे, इसका मतलब आप पॉइंट समझा रहे हैं।
यस।
आप इंटरव्यू दे नहीं रहे हैं, और आपको वहाँ इंटरव्यू देना है, वहाँ आप समझाने नहीं जा रहे हैं।
जी सर।
तो आपके हर बात, मैम से भी बात करने में आप समझा रहे थे। एक और दिक्कत आ रही है, जहाँ कोई काउंटर क्वेश्चन सेम क्वेश्चन पर आ रहा है या जहाँ सहमति नहीं है, वहाँ आप ज़्यादा लाउड हो रहे हैं। वो भी डिबेट से आ रहा है।
यस।
कि अगर डिबेट में तो यही होता है ना कि भाई सामने वाला अगर कुछ काउंटर करेगा तो हम थोड़ा और काउंटर करेंगे उसको।
Correct, that's
वो
it.
वहाँ नहीं करना, ठीक है।
Yes,
बाकी तो आपके चांसेस बहुत ब्राइट हैं, आपको भी पता है, फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट है, एकदम यंग एज है।
यस सर।
थोड़ा सा इसको कीजिए, और जो डिनायल वाली बातें हैं किसी भी मॉक इंटरव्यू में, ये मन में नहीं सोचना है कि ये लोग क्या ही
नहीं,
बता
सर।
रहे हैं, तो इस पर काम भी कीजिएगा, है ना। डेट
take
नहीं आया
some
ना
rest.
अभी।
You will be a civil servant.
11th
certainly.
of March.
हाँ
Date 11th of March.
हाँ, तो टाइम है।
Yeah, time है।
नहीं तो रेस्ट लो भाई, 3 दिन करोगे, मॉक टेस्ट दोगे तो हो गया
अभी
इंटरव्यू।
आज दे दिया, अभी 10 days
थोड़ा
के बाद।
rest
गो
करिए।
टेक रेस्ट सम। चलिए, बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
स्टडी IQ IAS, अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।